Hi, hi everyone. Good evening. It's just Damian here. I would like to talk about some of the reasons why I'm single, am I a virgin, and what is the journey path that I'm on. I would like to start off and say I am 35 and I have genuinely never been in a relationship before or dated or been intimate with anyone, and I would like to experience the journey and experience it. Would it be for me and exploring about what I want and what I want in a partner and that kind of thing. So, genuinely, I've only possibly ever it's one last, but that wasn't properly. Met on a we'd met at college and it was like a college trip or whatever, but then she was like wanting but then after the trip, like on the residential or whatever, she didn't want to know me after that. So yeah, that's the only real experience that I've had. But generally, I don't class that because I want my first time to be special and a bit more intimate and that kind of thing. So yeah, I've generally been on dating sites or looking on social media platforms for looking for love since about 16, 17 years old. I am about, I am 35 now, so that's about 19, 20 years. And genuinely, I've never been intimate with anyone. I do, I do want to date and I do want to date and I am wanting to date and meet the right person for understanding what I want. I want to be meeting with someone that I'm compatible with, and I would like to start dating before I get intimate with anyone. I am attracted to cis women and transgender women. Some of the reasons why I am attracted to transgender women is because of my own gender journey path. As I've stated before, I'm more comfortable at wearing ladies' clothes and I am more comfortable wearing ladies' clothes and I'm wanting to do it more and transition my wardrobe to ladies' clothes more. This t-shirt here is a ladies' one. It you can't tell that it's a ladies' one, but I know from where I bought it from that it was in the ladies section and it's ladies to me, even if Joe Blogs down the street, for example, can't tell by looking at me. But I would like to explore that that more and with someone that was transgender, feel like we've got more in common about our similarities there and about similar interests there. However, I am attracted to cis women as well. With transgender women in that, when I've been on social media before, when I have been on social media before, most of the responses that I'm getting back on dating platforms or social media platforms, whether that's a specific site tailored for LGBT or whether that's a specific site tailored for general everyday dating, that most of the responses back are from people on the trans spectrum. However, I am attracted to cis women as well. and it would be nice to meet with someone where we can go clothes shopping together, where we can try this on together, where we can try that on together. But it is hard, really, to know what's going on and why. It's quite difficult because in the past, where I have tried to be honest that and put on social media platforms that I want to be friends with transgender women, it's been misinterpreted as the fact that I'm targeting transgender women and targeting transgender women. As I've stated in previous videos, if a woman is attracted to a guy and her dating profile says, I'm looking to meet single men between the ages of 30 and 40, for example, is she targeting a single guy that's 30 to 40? If she states on her profile that she doesn't want to date anyone with children, is that dating, is that targeting someone without kids? And the list goes on and on. So yeah, you've got to be honest about who you want to date, why you want to date, and why you don't want to do this, why you don't want to do that. I don't want to be dating someone with children due to sensory needs. However, I've been clear in my profile about that. Does that mean my profile is targeting people without children? I've had uh, people messaging me about me saying that I want children and don't want children, and that that they're offended. They're offended because I've put on a dating profile that I don't want to date someone with children. But it's like personal choices at the end of the day. By law, you don't have to have children. I'd had some work done today, and the lady that came, she doesn't have children. My distant relatives, aunts, uncles, some of them don't have children. So it's like fine boundaries, fine barriers that we need to explore and we need to go down. I I don't want to date anyone with who's who goes. I don't want to date someone that wants to go out drinking every night. I don't mind someone drinking, but I don't want to be going out with someone that gets drunk or whatever. But isn't that targeting someone that doesn't drink? Or if you don't want to date people that don't smoke, some people's profiles state that they don't want to date someone that's a smoker. Is that targeting people that don't smoke? So the list goes on and on. Basically, I would like to date. As I say, I'm attracted to cis women, transgender women. I'm 35, so I'm wanting to meet someone round my age range who accepts me for me and the badge that I hold. And the badge that I hold. And as I say, I don't want to be meeting with someone for, I don't want to be meeting with someone for personal intimacy until I get to know them and get out. I don't want to be perceived as that kind of person that targets people just for that. However, I'd want to meet someone where I can go on days out with, share experiences with. For example, I went to see Kylie last week with my mum on her wedding anniversary. Thanks, Mum. Thanks, Mum. I really appreciate it. I know that we enjoy Kylie together, but I would like to be doing them kinds of things on my own. I would like to be doing them kinds of things, sorry, with someone special. Like, I go on holiday and I've had trips away on my own or trips away with other people, and I'm like, I want to be sharing this with someone my own age or with someone special that I'm dating, it's like I just find that things are moving forward for people rather than me. I know a lot of people in my family uh having children or have children, and I'm like, I do get a little bit jealous, but it's not because they've got children. It's because they're in it's because they're sharing their life with someone that they can have that type of intimacy with, whether it's personal intimacy or whether it's intimacy where you can just walk down the street holding hands or laid on the couch watching films with. So I am a virgin at 35, and I would like to meet someone special that could help push me into that direction. But I don't want to be forced into it. I don't want to be forced into it. I want to be meeting someone special, getting to know them, going on trips with days out, and getting to know them and sharing life's experiences with. Uh, to be honest with you, it is hard. Like, I know that a lot of people are telling me you're gay because you're attracted to transgender women because transgender women were born men. But I'm like, I don't think that I am gay because I see transgender women as women and females, and I'm attracted to cisborn women as well. So there's the boundaries on personal experiences with that. So, and then some people are telling me that in order to understand what I want and in order to understand what I want and to grow as a person, that I would need to meet a prostitute and get to share the experiences with them. However, I don't want to go down that path. I want, as I say, just to start meeting someone, and getting to know them where we can watch TV, walk down the street together, and go for a meal or share activities with. Get to know them personally. I am currently unemployed due to disability. However, I am trying to get things back on track. I am generally trying to get things back on track. I've got an appointment with the job centre tomorrow. Bit sarcastic there because I've been waiting about 2.5 years to get an appointment with the job centre, sorry, because when I've tried doing it before, they've not been giving me the appointment, and then had a phone call a few weeks ago from someone stating that they wanted to refer it back to social services. So yeah, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but yeah, I've got some opportunities that I would like to do, and I'm not building my hopes up just yet because I do get offered opportunities, but then they do the assessments on me, but then it turns out the assessments were done wrong, and they feel that my needs gravitate towards this situation or towards that situation. So yeah, I'm just not building myself up too much. However, I do have a passion for media. As you're aware, I do these videos on YouTube. This is something that I would like to develop to take forward with my personal development plan. I do like technology, and I do like clothing, fashion, and I do want to start driving again once I can find an instructor and get in the right mind frame for it. But yeah, I've got some ideas that I'm wanting to bring out and bring into light, bring into fruition, if that's a phrase. But yeah, I've applied for a couple of things and that over the last few days and sent my CV off. But it's to get But yeah, I'm really excited about it tomorrow, the telephone appointment tomorrow. I've got some ideas that I want to bring out and try. And my doctor the other week, I don't know if it was last time that I saw her or the time before, and I'm like, I want to get my step, or I want to get my next foot on the ladder. And she was like, what are you meaning by the next step on the ladder? And I'm like, the next step for personal progression, personal development. I've made mistakes. Some mistakes are too personal to share on here, but I'm wanting to get things back on track and I'm wanting to really go for it this year. However, I've got too high expectations of myself, too high expectations of other people. The doctors are amazing with it. The doctors are amazing, and I'm just finding it a little bit hard, really, to understand what people want. The doctors are like weaning my appointments down gradually because they know that I'm progressing this way and progressing that way, but then other people are like, you need extra support in this area, you need extra support in that area, but yeah, I want to share this journey with someone, and yeah, I want to share this journey with someone, and I'm really excited about it. In the past, my biggest fear was the cross dressing and the expression, the gender exploration, and I'm going out. I've got the girls out once a week. I've got the girls out, and I'm like looking at myself in the mirror, looking at myself in the reflection somewhere, and I'm like, yeah, this was my biggest fear. I've got hold of this myself, and um, I've done it myself, and it brings a really big grin on my face. And I'm like, I've got the girls out, and it's yeah, I've got the girls out, and it's like it's exciting for me, and it's like, yeah, this is that, and I'm like, yeah, I don't wear the makeup all the time when I'm out. I do when I'm seeing a show or whatever, but it's yeah, I've got the girls out, and yeah, I just want someone to share that with. But it is hard as well, knowing that I am a virgin and knowing that I do want to share my life with someone that understands. And yeah, yeah, I've watched a lot of Naked Attraction. I've applied for TV dating shows and that as well to help me find love, but most of them I don't really get calls back. I've had calls back from undateables and stuff like that, but I never get picked for the next stage. So yeah, I'm into music, going to see Kylie dressed up, got the girls out. I like live shows and events. Formula One's my biggest passion. However, I watched the IndyCar the other day and that was something different. And yeah, I like going to the movies, the cinema, and live shows and events. And I generally use my Fire Stick more than my Sky because I find it easier to use the apps and a little bit more faster and a little bit more processing time. And yeah, I do use the Sky for the Sky Sports and other things, but I use the Fire Stick more. But yeah, this is just a short, quick story of me being a 35-year-old virgin. If you want to know anything more else, feel free to message me, and goodbye.